Good morning, guys. So this is Friday, 6 a.m. You can see Friday, May 15th. Um, and let's just go through what the market has done today. Um, so let's just start with our, our pair. Let me just do this. Okay. So this, let me do this, yeah, and do something like this. So you can see that our pair had a very strong push to the upside, and all this happened during uh Asian session. Right now, just have to wait until price reaches where we planned to cash out. But anyway, so this is how it closed. Hopefully we can come out of this trade by the end of today. With the way this price is moving, we might close today or next week Monday, but we'll see. So this is the trade that we took. And remember I told you I needed the Monday closure to have a break at this level. And you see what I was telling you again, that even when I put my stop here, once price comes back here, then it's usually a bad trade. But if price doesn't even come back between these levels, then this is a good trade. And so, like you can see, price didn't even come back to my stop loss, just went straight. Mm. And then we have USD CHF. Uh, though the daily didn't, though the daily didn't break above this level, we can clearly see how market has opened today, and the 4 hour is way, way, way above our our entry point. We would need the forward to shift at this level here for us to then buy, sell. Uh, but with the look of things, this price is now obviously heading for this higher high, which is here. Mm. So the only thing we can do is just wait. And interestingly, NZD card has reached our buy point position, and which looks fine. So this pair might survive till next week. And since we'll just wait and see how the daily will close, I would want the daily to close with a strong bullish engulfing like that. Then the forward time frame is also very much bearish. So if the if the daily can if the forward can close around this level, then I have to wait for some structure. Uh okay, I'll explain this, but let me just go through other pairs. Then this is AUD card as well. It finally broke below and it's now heading to our buy position, which is this level. So this is fine also. And so these two might make it to next week. Euro GBP just keeps on buying for now. So don't really know what's going on. Uh GBP AUD price has now started retesting. You can see after all this push for the past 4 days. And this is when we're having some sort of retracement to this level here, so I can continue selling, but I'm not interested in selling at this point for now. Then, so that's about it. And so these two are clearly out of the picture, and these two look promising. So before I explain these two, let me just go through other pairs. You have USD, JPY. Price has broken way above the level. So now we have to wait for a retest at this zone, which will be happening maybe today or next week. But the daily has finally closed above this zone, which is fine now. And that's what I love to see. So this is a sign we can have a nice retest and a buy. Yeah. So this automatically will just drop them down here. Yeah. Then Eurocard, the other pair that we are looking for buys, can see, like I told you, I want price to close bullish, bearish for yesterday, so that the next daily candle can go off. And you can see that price has now even respected this other OG level. So this is a very nice sign that once price breaks above here, will be very much good to go. Yeah, so you can see price is kind of forming some sort of head and shoulder pattern. So we have the left, you have the head forming, and you see price will do something like this. I can guarantee you something like this will happen if this wants to buy at this level. Something like this will happen. And uh, and then we have NZD USD. Finally, price is trying to break below this level. Price is trying to break below this level, and if the daily can close below, we'll be very much interested in selling this next week. GBP AUD price finally broke, and it's now bearish, and I've been waiting for this shift for almost I think a month. Yeah, April 12th. Yeah, a month and 5 days. We've been waiting for this shift, and we finally got it. So we now have to. This will be the only tricky part of this trade, be the entry part. So that's where we'll now analyze more this weekend. Euro USD, we just missed this by this sale because the day was bullish. Remember, AUD USD price has just retested massively. The USD pair today is very volatile. You can see how the USD candle has opened. It's very volatile. So, and this is AUD USD. And remember what I was telling you, where price reached is at the level where I should expect a strong retest at this level again. And this is what price is doing. You see, because I saw we had too much bullish momentum with only weak pullbacks. And you can see that's what we're having now. But anyway, we'll see at the market close. And GBP USD, what a strong weak rejection back at this OG level. If you can clearly see, this is where we can also look for buys. This is a very strong weak retest. But if you look at the 4 hour time frame, we are very much bearish. And if you look at the daily time frame, we are also very much bearish. So I need the daily to make another lower low so it can shape that for me to then buy. Because it's still bullish on the weekly time frame. But this USD is just having too much. You can see it's very volatile today, even on this trade. So this is ADNZD. ADNZD right now has broken above. But if I was to buy this, I'll be buying at the all-time high. So these are the only pairs we might not look at next week. ADUSD, Euro CHF, AUDJPY, AUDJPY, what? Yeah, AUDJPY, Euro GPP. Did I put Euro GPP? Yeah, Euro GPP might also be one of them, and GBP AUD. So these might be the only pair we won't look at next, won't be analyzing this weekend, but anyway. So let me just do this one. If you can see very much, if you can pay attention to this level where price is right now on the 4 hour time frame, you can see that price is bullish from this lower higher low to this higher high, and we are free to buy within this level. And price broke above. We tested this level, gave you that small buy. We broke below this level, failed to retest this zone, and price came back at this OG level again, rejected, again came back, rejected, then retested this level here. This should also be an OG level. Then price made that structure point, then retested this level, then broke above, then retested this level. So we expect price to then push further next week because it has been rejecting all these levels. You see, and this is also another OG level here, by the way. So that now, since price is here, for us to catch the buy that will push price further up, I need to see how the weekly will close. If the weekly candle closes with a strong engulfing candle below this zone, then there's a high chance I might not put this on my trade for next week. So here we can write weekly children close below this. See? So if the weekly closes below this level, then it has engulfed, so I can't really buy. But if the weekly closes around this zone, then I can catch some buys next week. So since you know the direction of the weekly time frame, let's jump to the daily time frame. The daily time frame is the same, it's almost the same. If you can try to just pay a closer attention to you can see here we have We have a retest. Price made the lower low. Price retested this level. Price changed, went bullish. Price did nothing. Price uh, did nothing. Price went bearish, and this was the lower high. And price went bullish again. Yeah, here price went bullish, and price was still bullish. Yeah, so it was making this structure point. But then again, price went bullish by making a new high. This is still bullish. So then price has retested this OG level where we can look for buys, or price can still retest this OG level where we can look for buys. But if you see what I was saying, if the weekly closes below this level, there is a very high chance that the daily time frame as well will go bearish. You can see that's why I put this line there. So once price is at this level, I can look for buys. At that level, we can look for buys. At this level, even though it's the OG level, I can't be buying because there's a high chance price might break and go bearish. So now we're at this level, we look for buys. So the first key is we wait for this daily candle to close, to have a strong bearish close just like this. So on a Monday, we can now, next week, you can just start waiting for one thing to happen, which is the 4-hour to go bearish, because you can see the 4-hour is now very much bearish. So the 4-hour should go bullish. Sorry, so you can see right now the 4-hour is very much, right now the 4-hour is very much bullish. We were making high highs. Then we made the new higher low, made the new lower low, price retested this level, and no entry, price retested again, gave you this morning star formation pattern. Then it came back at this level. Now we are bearish. So the daily is bullish and the weekly is bullish. So for us to buy, we need the 4-hour to give us a shift. You see, so we need the 4-hour to make a new lower low, so that the 4-hour can come and shift and can come and shift and break this lower high and go bullish. You see, so once price goes bullish here, it's a sign that price no longer wants to be selling, it wants to go, it wants to start buying. And there's even a high chance that we might have the 4-hour time frame touching around this OG level, which is fine, or even rejecting up to this level, which is fine, as long as it doesn't break below. Yeah, and once price can shift at this zone around this level, but I really like it when it's at the OG level here, so that once price does that, and we just wait for the retest at this OG level, and the 4-hour engulfing, then can place our buy the same way we just enter always. So that's how we will also apply to this this candle. So I've showed you guys the analysis for this setup and what we'll be waiting for. So we just need that, then we can buy. But for now, we just simply wait. And if you can see, even on an AD card, it's almost the same thing. You can see price is trying to respect this lower low, this higher low, and this higher high, and it's trying to respect this OG level here. So even on this one, Just need price to retest this level, and to go on the daily time frame, you just need price to retest this level, and we can look for buys as long as price doesn't break below here. And can look for buys at this level. So we only have one level where I can look for buys, which is this one here. And that's me waiting for price to react at this level. And when price is at this level, we now wait for price to go bullish again, because you can see on the 4-hour time frame the same thing I'm from explaining to you guys. Price went up and shifted, and now it's now bearish. So I still expect price to give me that shift and the retest, then the shift, the retest and the entry point right around there. So it's almost the same entry that we are looking for in AUD card and in NZD card. The only thing is now just picking the one which is cleaner, because most of the time these two move the same direction. And you can see the reason why you don't buy at the all-time high. You can see price at this level at some sort of break. If you can clearly see this, just try to reduce it. The direction is bullish in all time frames, yeah. And you can see that price was at its all-time high at this level. And let me just do something like this. And you can see that for us to they made a new high, then price retested this level, which is this one here, you can see, and so that it can push further up. So once price retested this level, it gave us an engulfing candle. You can see this engulfing candle there, and that can be your entry. Can be your entry. But now you see why buying at the all-time high will cost you. So this can be your entry, a nice retest and engulfing. You then buy, uh, you then buy, then put your stop right below this week, and price stops you out first. Okay, so you missed that first low, you missed that first trade, and then price gives you another opportunity, the same direction, by the way. Gives you that break, you can see, but then retests at the same higher low, but doesn't shift, so it breaks above again and gives you a nice double top. And if you know the chart patterns, you can know that once you get this type of pattern at your level of interest, it's a good sign that you can take the buy or the sell. So you can see green gives you that nice bullish pattern, and the price has changed to the spin the higher high now. So now you need price to break above and retest, and you can see price breaks above. You see that small break right there is a break, and price retests this level and gives you a 4 engulfing that breaks outside. So another entry, you get another entry, and you put your entry right there, and you put your stop right below this week. Or since this is close, you can even put your stop right below here, or right below this week if you want. Yeah, even here is fine. Even here is fine, or there, however you want to play. And then price even gives you a nice 1 to 2, but then later on go straight to your stop loss. So the only reason these trades are failing, starting from this first trade here to the second one, it's not because we don't know how to trade or we don't know how to we don't know how to identify market structure or anything. The only mistake here is the entry. We are doing this at the wrong time, at the wrong place. All this. If this was done at this OG level here, if the same thing we did was done at this OG level, the chances of us missing both of these trades are slim. We might miss one, we might catch the other one. You can see even me, this trade, I took here. Mistake was the same thing. I was selling at the wrong level, at the wrong time, and it stopped me out. Because even during the daily time frame, you can clearly see that I was buying at this level, not knowing that. No, the mistake I made here was I didn't notice that this was a shift. Because if you do something like this, you can see that price shifted at this level. It went bearish, but I bought price when price was bearish, and price did that to me. So anyway, yeah, but that's the thing I'm telling you. Yeah, so that's why you try your best not to buy at the all-time high, because price can do anything at the all-time high, and that's why you saw all these two trades missing. But the entry is very fine. Yes, entry is very fine, but just buying at the wrong time, at the wrong place, can cost you these things, and you might even end up maybe abandoning what already works. So it's very important to also train uh, the levels at which you execute your buys and sells. So that's it for this video. Welcome back, guys. So this is 12 p.m. and let's just do market update. This is US oil. This is US oil. You can see price is almost reaching our take profit. USD, USD, you can see we are taking a deeper pullback. For US card, you can see price has closed with its indecision framework. So we're still this trade, just waiting for price to continue printing these scenarios until we reach our take profit or stop loss. So NZD card price has been broken below this level. This becomes a bit tricky now, because again, since I need before I make a lower low, before it buys, I need come back to this. The AUD card is at its OG level. USD card has now completely broken above this level. and Euro GBP is completely gone, and 80 GBP that level. Okay, so let's start with US oil because it's the they have been spectating this week. Oh, sorry, I didn't do this. Okay, so do this. Okay, so if if you look at price right now, you can see that price is almost reaching its take profit, and all that's left is for price to give us exit. Um, Nevertheless, let's continue. So, as you can see, price is printing higher highs and higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. And this is normal for a trade. This is very normal for a trade. This is what I expect a trade to look like, or this. Yeah. So we just have to wait for this for now till it's at this level. And remember, it's still minimum of 1 to 2 and 1 to 3, and we only take one trade per week. So regardless of how much profit we've made, uh, how much profit we are planning to make, we always say the minimum will be 1 to 3. So even though price reached this highest point, even I should be okay with price retesting that level because it hasn't reached my take profit yet. The only thing is the lesson here is you have to be willing to step out in order to make something. Now you have to be willing to step out of the room for you to for what you believe in. Yeah. Uh, what I'm saying is you have to be willing to step out of the room, believe in. This might look uh, this might sound casual, but it's really helpful because it's now it makes you set boundaries in the market. You learn how to execute, uh, knowing your boundaries and knowing how high you can expose yourself to the markets. Because in this case, because there were some times where I would just try to buy. I even know price will reach at this level, then I'll just close my trade once price is around this level. All because I was scared of losing money. Or price reaches that level. Then once I see price retesting it this will go back here. I then sell just so I don't lose money. But with time and exposure on the market, you'll get to learn for you to achieve your greatest self, and you get your highest level of success you dream of, you have to be willing to step out of your room. The room can be your comfort zone, the room can be the fear, the room can be the doubt, the room can be anything that you know is holding you back or what you're truly worth. So that's the idea. That's what kept me and gave me the motivation of changing my risk tolerance and my my trading plan. Yeah. So let's continue. If just wanted to touch on why I built such a resilience of voting even though price makes a high, it takes back a high, it takes back, and even gives me this and still drops and I'm still in the trade, which has built on. And because I was willing to step out of my comfort zone, my fear. Yeah, so now we have ZAO USD. Price is still dropping, and in this case, in this case, we said we wanted to buy once price shifts. When price was the daily goes bullish, and the daily has gone bullish, but you can see this push is so huge. And how can I how can I go about this trade now? So what we just do is the only thing is I want to buy at this level now. So meaning if the daily closes beneath this level, I have to wait for the daily to have the same break of this structure point and retest so I can then buy. The same thing I can apply if it was in the 4-hour time frame is what I will apply there because even for the 4-hour time frame now, by the look of things, I need to get that shift. And if price, especially this last 45 minutes, 44 minutes, if price closes at this level, uh, the price hasn't even made the new lower high yet, apart from this point here. Okay, so meaning I can only buy once price shifts from this zone here, because that's when the 4-hour shifts. And this now tells me that I still have to wait for 4 hours to go bullish, but it has to go bullish by first making a new, by first making a new lower high and new lower low, so it can shift, then I can buy, you see? But the only place I'll be buying at is when price is at this level, because this is where the daily will also respect my OG level. And as of now, you can see the daily is at this point. So what we'd like to see is just we just need the power to give us that OG level, that SOS, but still we'll be buying once the daily break at this, once the daily is at this level. Because you can see if I catch my buy at this point, if I get the SOS at this point, there's a very high chance that price on the daily time frame might break and close bearish. There's a very high chance. So that's why I avoid buying uh, or selling at the OG level that's near to my lower low, lower. uh, high or higher low. So for now, I need price to come back at this level. Then we can talk about buying. Yeah, even the weekly now, you see this is a strong bearish push. So uh, maybe I'll hold our hands off gold for now till we see something interesting. But by the look of things, you can see price is just retesting this weekly level here. You can see that's what price is just playing. This is where price is playing around. Anyway, that's what we have in gold. And then the trade we are in right now is currently at this level. And yeah, at that level. So I can't really do any explaining because I've told you why we bought and why we. So I'll just explain whenever we get a major update. But yeah, this is where we are now. Just really come and see how the day will close. Then that will be fine with us. Uh, so this is NZD card. Yeah. Remember, I was telling you if I'm looking for buys, the weekly shouldn't close. Let me just remove this. The weekly shouldn't close below this candle, right? Because I showed you then the weekly might. Yeah, the weekly might close with the weekly engulfing candle, and I can't buy knowing that the previous candle was an engulfing weekly candle. So how am I going to do this? Example, what I'm talking about is this thing that's going on here. You can see, let's say we're looking for sales around this level. Okay. We're looking for sales and we'll be waiting for price to retest this level here. This level. When we get that retest, you see, we have that nice retest there. And the retest we get is a daily engulfing, right? And remember, I'm saying if this weekly candle close below this line, we'll have a bearish engulfing, same as this, but just flipped and yeah, we'll have it flipped like this. In short, let me try to mix the colors. This one. Okay, anyway, yeah. Mm, okay. Anyway, so you can see it's not giving me what I want. So um, anyway, okay. So price has retested with an engulfing and see what happened next. You see, price had this weak rejection, then price had this weak rejection, then it closed with the bearish candle. So now this is a great sign for us that we can now sell because we get the clear picture that uh, I noticed I so once we get the engulfing candle, what happens next is this thing can just flip, flip. Let me flip this right here. So, yeah, this is much better. You guys will now get the concept easily. uh, just try to pay attention with this scenario. You see, it will be very helpful in your trading somehow someday. So you can see price gives you that retest. Why is this? So many things here. Okay, price gives us that retest at this level. You see, we get the engulfing candle. You see. So based off the engulfing candle, we are trying to buy, right? We're trying to buy. Even here, we are then engulfing by drop below. But anyway, let me just deal with this one first. So when price was at this level, um, we don't buy just right there and then. We just pin the pair, and then we wait for next week again, so we can be sure that price is holding and respecting this OG level. Okay, that's if price closes at the OG level without breaking below this OG level. This is our OG level. Okay, this is our OG level, and let me just try to reduce the colors. So I'm trying to reduce the opacity so you guys can can try to can focus on the main thing. Let me also remove this for now. Okay, so this is mind you. Let's do this. Look at this pair as take for instance this is four this is a 4 hour candle, right? Yeah, this is a 4 hour candle, and we are looking for buyers, right? We are looking for buyers, and uh, let's just start from here. This will be fine. This will be fine. Okay. So this is a 4 hour candle, and we are looking for buyers. And as we are looking for buyers, uh, the daily, the weekly, and the daily, they are all bullish, and we've now had our break. So we need our retest at this level, so we can buy, right? That's the whole point. We need that small retest, then we buy, right? Okay. So let's see what price does. Okay. You see the retest we have. This is how the market closes. Instead of the market closes, instead of the market to close, uh, instead of the market to close around this level, uh, instead of the market to close around this level, market breaks below this level, my OG level, and I only plan to buy at this level. You see, even though there's this OG level right there, my interest was buying at this level because I can't buy at this zone, knowing that price might go bearish around this level here. So meaning this level becomes a bit risky because price can easily weak me out, or price can even just shift. So I prefer buying at this point here. Okay. So once we are looking for buys, but the only problem is price has broken inside. This is the first scenario. So this one is this is uh what what to do when you uh waiting, what to do when price breaks below or above your what dealing with buys below your OG level when you are buying. So this is what we do when we are now looking for buyers. So what we do now, since we've broken below and we had the retest, quite right, we got the retest, and the main aim, the aim, the aim we have, the aim is buy. In the rules, buy near OG level break or above OG level. That's the rule for buying or selling. No, this for this is for buyers. Yeah, this is for buyers. Then what do we have next? This is the one rule. Yeah, this is the one rule. And the other rule is that okay, you need this rule. Yeah, or OG above OG level. Yeah, you need this rule. And what happened? What happened? Yeah. Uh, so now first scenario, first scene, price breaks below OG level. Yeah. The only thing we have to do is wait for price to break above the OG level again. That's the only thing we need. Okay. So the main aim was buying, and first thing is price breaks below OG level. Okay. Uh, then since price breaks below OG level now, we need price to break above. We need price to break. We need price to come back up and not only break up, but also retest the OG level. Okay, so first in price break below OG level. Then what to do? We wait for price break above OG level. Okay. Then what we also do again, then wait for price to retest test OG level. And it will do that for sure, you see. So price breaks below, this is number one. And then this is the scenario, we have the retest, but price breaks below. Uh, uh, and now we have to, wait for price to break above, right? Okay, so let's just play. Okay, price failed to break above, just give us, this is a weak rejection. This is not a candle closure. Remember, uh, it should be a candle closure. And that's the man. That's on the rules. Retest should be candle Just break. Okay? Yeah. So you see, we still haven't closed. Price now closes. So we now have the break. So since we have the break, now we'll be waiting for price to retest the OG level, which is coming back at this level. So let's play that. Uh-huh. Uh, but what happens now? Price goes bullish. So we just saved ourselves from this stop loss. You see, we saved ourselves from this losing trade. But if price was to close around this level and retest it and given us the OG level, let's wait. Did this close like this? Yeah. So if price would have given us the chance of respecting this zone, we would have then uh, waited for the entry signal and buy. So you see, this saves you from the the stop. So again, we have another scenario coming. So we've made a new lower low, and this is a new lower high. So let's continue, and you can see our price is moving. Yeah. Okay. Price breaks. So price breaks. So after price breaks this level, price breaks this level. Still, we are no longer interested in these buys because we are no longer considering this theory. But what happens is this is what I was trying to teach you, that in this scenario, when when we get the break below, we wait for price to break above and it will retest, then it will give you an engulfing or an entry signal. But in this case, price went bearish. You see, price went bearish. So this entry was still, it was invalid, but that's what happens when price breaks below. So now let's go and deal with the other scenario when price breaks above, closes above, sorry. Okay, so price comes back and things have changed. This is our lower low and this is our lower high now. And then this price makes another lower low. And price makes this lower. This is a lower high. Huh? No, 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 no. This is still a lower. This becomes price. This is a uh-huh. Oh, I think I've gone beyond. I've gone beyond what I was trying to teach you guys. But yeah, the main concept was I was trying to tell you that when we have the break above now here, we have the break above this level. We have the break above this level. We now wait for price to give us. When we have the break above, I started analyzing the trade, and but I'll get better with time. But when you now get back at this level, when the price gives you that retest of engulfing, which is the retest we're waiting for, we just don't buy there and then we try to see if price will hold at this zone. Like we waited to see if price will hold, but ended up breaking below. So what happened was we first had a green candle. This showed us that price will hold, then price now continued buying. You see? Okay. So now let's go to the main event so we can see what we have in the weekly time frame. Okay, so this now leads me to this scenario of saying that since the weekly level, I was taking out of the weekly time frame, since the weekly level will decide to engulf this level, I can't really buy because I need, and if it engulfs, price will go, uh, will still be bearish, but I need price to show me that it's holding this level. So that makes me wait a bit more. So even this price, uh, since it's at this level here, and this is a Friday, meaning on a Monday, I need price to give me a daily candle and even another daily candle close that would give me confirmation that price is now holding to buy because as of now you can see this is a strong pullback for retest. This is a strong retest and price can continue selling below. And this is where we have to be more careful and patient. So that's the thing I was that's the whole story I was trying to so that's the lesson I was trying to teach you. And if you look at the weekly time frame, it's also the same thing. We need price to respect this level. And if it closes like this, then again I have to skip. I have to wait for next week and see how the weekly level will respect these two levels. Because this is the only place where I can buy. And if I can't find any entry level, then I won't do anything. Uh, and I won't do anything. So I need price to respect these two levels, and it can do that by giving me another extra confirmation, which is 1 week and later, because it's now risky to buy at this level based off this strong push, especially if it just breaks below this uh, for engulfing weekly candle. So for this pair now, uh, we need more confirmation to buy, and we need more confirmation to buy, and just hope price doesn't continue printing lower lows. And on the forward time frame, especially that on the forward time frame we are here. So this only makes sense that for me to look for buys, I expect the forward to print another lower high and a new lower low, so it can come and shift and retest, then I can buy. You see, so meaning at this level where price is, the more it keeps printing lower lows, the higher the riskier this trade becomes, because uh, if this lower low reaches this level, I need for a very lower high and a lower low that will go beyond that lower high. So that previous lower low, so I can get my retest. So making this trade very high in terms of risk. Uh, This is a very high risk trade. Uh, yeah, so for now, we just hope, not hope, we wait until the week to close today, and we'll see how price will react at this level. But with this push, we are in it for a long time of waiting. Anyway, I'll update you during your session. Uh, but you can see the same thing that's happening Australian US dollar, Canadian dollar is what's happening in GP NZD card. So the question now, that is why you now ask yourself, which pair can I buy between this one or NZD card? Because they are both buying, but you can see that this one looks a bit cleaner now, and it looks a bit cleaner because we only have this one OG level, and this is where price is also just playing around. But again, we hope we get a new higher, lower high now, because if price breaks and makes a new lower low below this level, meaning even the daily won't, meaning the daily also will be below our OG level here. And what we want is to buy while this price is still around this level. But we'll see all this. I'll just see how the market will close. Then I'll go into a deep analysis tomorrow. This is US Swiss franc, and price ended up not doing what we were expecting it to do, and that's just it. We can't do anything. I just watch, and for now, this is what the market has done. So if especially if the daily closes bullish, this price has a very um, higher possibility of reaching this level. Uh, and if it does that, then we might look for sales around that level. Let's see the weekly. Yeah, we can we will now start looking for buys, because remember I told you the the only reason this might be reacting is because there is a lower high that was considered here, and this being a new lower low, and the shift making this trend bullish, and that's why we didn't get this sell. So that's the only trick. If the weekly engulfs, especially all these three candles, then I'll know the the trend is uh the trend is bullish. So that's it for now, and I'll see you guys the next candle open. Guys, so this is new session open. You can see um, this is new session, and let's just go through what's going on. Okay, so The trade we've entered is this one. Price and another bullish candle closed. And for now, just in for the range. And this is new open. So what do we expect now? Just wait for price to keep on doing its thing. For now, there's nothing that I can do. This is NZD card. We've made another lower low. So we keep on printing lower lows now. And I really want this to print at least a new lower high, so we can know our shift might happen soon. In this case, price might continue dropping, and but anyway, we'll see what happens. AUD card, at least you can see we're having that rejection at this level, but we need that 1 hour, 4 hour higher low and that 4 hour lower low for us to be ready to buy this pair. USD CHF, for now this price at this pair is gone. You can see where price is trading at now. You can see where price is trading at, and this is the daily time frame. And there's a high chance that we might have a close of price above this structure point. So we'll see how the day will close. But this is USDJPY. This is something I'll be looking at too. So right now, let's also do a US oil. Update. So this is we almost reached our take profit. Just don't know why we haven't gotten it yet, but as you can see, this is how USD price even reached this far and almost taking out our daily level. So this pair now I just need the daily to have a break and a closure above this level, because there's a high chance and it's likely to happen that we might have a lower high and a lower low at this level. So that price will shift and then buy. So let's that's what I have for now. And BTC Bitcoin, the daily at its the daily at its shift and its retest, but the retest was a deeper retest. So I like what the daily is doing now, trying to come out of this OG level. And you can also see on the 4 hour time frame, we went bullish. And remember, I was telling you that price might retest this. So this is where we are the 4 hour breaking below. So when price has gone bullish, so we can only buy now once price shifts and closes below this level, because the 4 hour is bearish, is bullish now. And interestingly, that's the same thing I was trying to tell you guys. Since the daily we tested this OG level but closed inside. I now have to wait for price to close outside this level and the daily structure point. Then, and it's the same time we are at the same time we'll be expecting a 4 hour shift at this one here. So again, the day we have that break and the day we have that retest and the day we have that engulfing here, then the 4 hours will have the same thing, but it will happen here. So um, USDT price is dropping massively uh, today. Uh, then with US NAS 100, I still be looking for buys on prices there. Um, okay, so now let's go to the, any pair that you like. So let's yeah, here I'm waiting for the daily bullish candle close. NZD, uh, NZD USD price has finally broken below. Uh, this was too fast. This was too fast. I wasn't expecting this to happen that fast. Uh, so now what we need is just price to test, but I think this is the one we do. Yeah, that's the one we do. And you can see our Euro card has made a lower low at this point. Made a lower low at this point. So we might have a shift at this level, but I'll be buying think once prices there uh, because it's safer at that zone. Yeah, it's safer at that zone. I still need my daily to close bullish for me to take any buy at either this level or that level. TBP card. Oh, this is Euro US. No, I think I skipped this. TPP card. Okay, we are having that pretest. Uh, Euro USD. It didn't give us any trade for bias. AUD USD. The tail is about to go bearish. Remember, if you remember in the morning at this level, uh, GBP USD, we said we need another. This is what I was explaining for. I was explaining to you guys in the previous lesson we had. I told you if price. I told you if price retests with a strong engulfing candle, the next week we don't just buy there. We wait for price to show us a sign that it's holding that zone. And sometimes it doesn't show it, but sometimes it's the best way to go. Uh, Example, you can see price broke below, price retested, and price indicated that it's selling and you sell. But you can clearly see this is a very strong candlestick. You can see how many uh, weekly candles price has rejected as engulfed. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need at least another I need another weekly candle close for me to see what price really wants to do at this level. And what I would really want for price to do at this zone is something like this to happen at this level. Excuse. If price can give us that, then we'll be very much excited and ready to take the buy. But I like this retest. I like the retest. For now, we just hold our hands until we get that extra information we need. Okay, so ADNZB, this price is always bullish. It's been bullish since January, this December. Yeah, and I always don't catch a trade, but I always know the direction. Like at this level, if price goes above this with this engulfing, tomorrow we just have to expect a quick pullback and retest. But the only problem is it will be me buying at the higher the all-time high. So and that's not what I want to do. So that's what I was saying. But so we might skip this next week and going down all these we might skip them next week. And so let's just start with NCD USD. Is the pair analyzing? No. Okay, for this one, the weekly has been bearish. As you can see, the weekly has been bearish after this break, and the price came back to this 1G level to retest it. And you can see the once price retested the level, you can see what I'm telling you. If you get the retest, you first wait to see if price is holding that level. You can see we avoided 3 weeks of taking a loss, and price has finally, and price even went to another OG level there and made an entry. But the problem is the daily was bullish, so I couldn't take anything there. I couldn't take any buy. But it was a very good entry at this level. It was a very nice entry. I like this entry. And what I expect price to do now is to form a sort of lower high and a lower low. Yeah, so that once price so that once price engulfs, once price shifts, we have a new high, and when we have a new high, before I will go bearish, but the day is now bearish and the weekly is bearish, but the 4 will go bullish. And if it goes bullish, we only have one row left that's waiting for the 4 to go bearish again. And it's most likely price will come back and do this OG level. And then we can have the shift from there and can buy as again. Just repeat the same scenario, but at this level. Uh, let's look at the data, try and see something. Yeah, so we expect to start having a rejection at this level, because this is where we have an OG level. You can see where there's an OG level there, so we expect price to have some sort of reaction, give us that pullback we need to then sell. Uh, and you see why you have to look at the overall time frame, because if I was to replay this and put the daily time frame, rewind this to this daily time frame, point here, this level. Okay. So you can think that this price has made a higher high, and and interestingly we also have a an inverted lower low, head and shoulder. Sorry, I keep repeating myself. I'm very exhausted, but still I have to give you guys this video every day. Uh, there's this inverted head and shoulder, and now I need that price to retest, and then we can buy. If the weekly was bullish and the daily was bullish, this is a very perfect entry, both on the 4 hour time frame or daily time frame. So then you just need price to come back at this level and give you the engulfing you need, and you buy. And some people might think this is a very good idea or a very good level to buy from. That's because the daily has given them an inverted head and shoulder and trying to counter this buy. So let me see what price does. Price, uh, it did just jump. Yeah, but you can see when price retested this level, if you switch to the 4 hour time frame, once price retested this level, and the 4 hour OG level was around this point here. So this is where price made that break. And first of all, even if you are going against the trend, you'll be taking this trade at at a level that's not even recommended for us, because this is not an OG level. And second, uh, the direction of the trend is very wrong. So as a result, you can see price drop below, and price will continue making more lows and selling more. Even next week, price will sell more at this, because now this this pair is ready to sell. NZD USD will be selling for the next 2 weeks or the next month, until price is at this level here. Until price is at this level. So that's my analysis. Um, Especially if the price just holds here and gives us the engulfing we need to sell, price will continue selling till it's at this zone. That's why when price is at this level, you'll be a bit careful, because it's different when price is dropping and you're following the trend, compared to when price is coming to your level. So you can go the other direction. For this one, can I explain this to you guys? It's different when everything is bearish and you're trying to sell. So when the daily and the weekly is bearish, but the 4 hour is bullish and you're trying to sell, that's easier. But when everything is bearish like this, it's way harder to continue the trend, because you don't know if price will, even if it gives you an engulfing at this level, at this retest, you don't know if price will go all the way to this level which led to this lower low, or price might make a lower low at this point. And what I'm saying is, we don't know if price will go back at this level, then sell, or price will just make a lower low at this level, then a lower high at that level, then sell. So it's really hard to continue the trend if everything is in the same direction, compared to if you're trying to buy I see some trying to buy, then the weekly daily goes bearish. So that once it's at this level, I'll just be waiting for the shift. So what I need is price to go bullish in the 4-hour time frame around this zone before it comes back to this OG level. So that I'll just be waiting for my shift to then sell. You see? So I need it to go bullish just for a while. Then it will give me my entry signal later on. And so I like we might take this pair next week. Same with USD JPY, even EuroCAD. Uh, this would have been a very clean trade if we had the shift at that level. But price decided to make a more lower low. But either way, where price is also a buying point. We just need daily confirmation. Uh, but the crazy thing is EuroCAD and NZD card most of the time move in the same direction. And if you look at EuroCAD, price is bullish, but if you look at GBP card, price is bearish, very bearish. So this sells, this is also likely to sell. But the question is, which one are we willing to risk our money on? I would risk my money on GBP card. One, because you can see how the day closed with a strong um, engulfing on the week closed with a strong engulfing candle in its direction. But this one, the week was strong with the week will close with a bearish candle in its opposite direction. And the good part with this pair is there's a clean and clear entry in the daily and 4-hour time frame. That's the pros of this trade. But the cons of this trade is it has no clear entry at the daily time frame. So this is where I'm supposed to sell at. There's there's no level I can sell. But what if we can try to, I think this can be considered as an OG level as well, because price has rejected many times. Yeah, price has rejected many times at this level. Let's see the fall time frame. Yeah, I can also catch a sell there, but the bad part is we've taken out all these lower lows. So long as we don't make any new lower low and new lower high, we are okay to sell at this level. But the good part is that the daily is now bearish. Daily is now bearish. We've broken below this low, and we have two OG levels where we can actively sell this pair. We have this and this level. And same on the forward, in the weekly time frame, yeah, it makes sense. There's also another audio. So both are clean setups and clean entries. But the question is what's the direction for the Canadian dollar next week? So that's the tricky part there. But on the forward time frame, even this one as well, you can see there's this nice head and shoulder pattern where once price retests this level, you can catch yourself. So we'll just see how price will react. At the first order level for now, is this one. If you want to respect this one, then we'll go to the next one and respect the next one. Because right now we are okay with selling anywhere around between these zones. This zone, so anywhere. Uh, yeah, but we'll see how the day will close. Then we can make a solid plan. Yeah. This is Euro USD is saying the daily is bearish, is bullish, so can't participate in this trade even next week. Euro AUD card, I hope the daily AUD USD, I hope the daily doesn't take out this lower low, this lower higher low. But once price does that, then this trade is invalid. And the fun fact is the SOS happened at this level. This is where we are the shift right around right around this level. Yeah. So we've been at this shift before the daily has already gone bearish based off this level there. So this trade is very much invalid for next week. So let me just drop it down here as well. So in GPUSD, what do we have? Yeah, we said the weekly will have a strong. Oh, the daily is also bearish. Ah, that's also a bad trade. We need the daily to shift. And already from this week, we've removed these two. Remove this two. Oh, TPPAD is kind of reviving. Can see some progress in TPPUSD. Can see some progress. But um, yeah, so we have a EuroCAD, NZDUSD, and USDJPY for and maybe GPAD. But the rest, all this trade, the daily is bearish. This one, the daily is bearish. This one, all-time high. This one, the daily is bullish. This one, there is no proper structure. This one, this one, this one, what did I say? Uh, there's something. This one, the weekly didn't break above this level where you can buy if it makes a new high. So price still needs to drop to this level. So this is invalid. This one, price just had a strong bearish engulfing bullish candle. The bullish strong candle. So there's no way I can be looking for sales next week. It makes no sense. And yeah, so from these other pairs, we might have this one, USDJPY, USD card, NZD card, NZDUSD, Euro card. No, we might have GBP card, not Euro card, or maybe hopefully, uh, no, we might just have these three from this pair next week, and then with this setup, I don't see myself trading USD CHF. This trade has also gone for NZD card. Yeah, due to the way price has retested this level. And you can see the difference with AUD card and USD card. So this would be a very nice fight, though. Be a very nice fight. Because this one, if it makes a lower low price, if it makes a new low high and a new lower low, price will be trading at this zone. Because you can see how quick this price has moved. This was supposed to be price was supposed to be making new lower highs and lower lows while dropping, so that it can shift easily at these spots, but price wasn't making any. So you see what I'm talking about when the market closes. But this is what we have, and this is our pair right now. We are almost around 1 to 2, and 1 to 3 is somewhere here. So we're still, I was saying in the morning that I hope this might just close today. We can just call it a week. Yeah, but it might though. It might close this closure at this level. Okay, so for now, that's what we have. Then I'll update you guys in the next session, which is at 8 p.m. And the new session just opened now. Yeah. Welcome back, guys. So this is my market update. So currently, this is what we are having. You can see that price is retesting. Let me just give you a quick update on the US oil pair. You can see price is almost hitting our take profit, and USD card, we just had that first rejection. And this is now even normal, because at least I know that price will be moving in a stable direction. So you see, let me just show you something. You can see price almost made the 1 to 2, right? Yeah. And back then this would force me to close. This right here would force me to close, because I think this is almost the 1 to 2 even when I put my stop around this level, or around this zone here. It's almost my take profit, right? But in any case, this price will keep on dropping. But what I want to share on or touch on the is the the knowledge of knowing what you're doing. Price can grab this retest and still keep on going up to this level. Because what will make this price not go up any further? That's the first question you should get. And even if price can come back at this level, you should be very much okay, because we believe our take profit is right above this level. And on the daily time frame for now, we are very much okay with this price action. And so that's the update we have there. And NZD card, you can see price hasn't really rejected this level. And I told you guys that I need my 4-hour candle to sell below and retest and then sell, so I can I can buy once price breaks above close on the daily time on the 4 hour time frame. You can see again price has made the lower low. Oh, I need this price to make that lower high and the new lower low so I can sell. So by the look of things, I expect price to go lower, and this means we'll now be buying at the level that is risky, which is this zone here. So, but we'll see how the day will close. And AUD card price still failed to engulf, and price at that sort of weak rejection, but still at this OG level. Uh, anyway, this is USD JPY. This is for next week, and this one is USD and NZD USD. We are sort of having that retest at this level. GBP card price has broken way below our level, and price with this at this rate of break, price might even continue all the way to this zone, but that will be identified, that will be determined by the way the daily will close. Euro card, you can see price hasn't had any rejection at this level, and this is the 4 hour. Price ended up reaching to the last point of our OG level, meaning we need if the we need the 4 hour to shift, and the shift to face occur at this zone here. But if you look at the daily time frame, this price has sold very much. So there's a high chance I might remove this pair from buying next week. Oh, no, 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 no. Actually, it's at this second OG level. So if the daily closes this way, then I just have to wait for the daily to have the bullish engulfing candle. Then I can buy from this zone. So price now is around this other OG level. I did see that. Thank God we saw it. Uh, and that's what happened. So that's what we have. And this is our pair. So we'll still hold this till next week. If price wants reach our take profit today, we'll still hold this pair. So, but we would have reached if price closed this level at this level on the 4 hour time frame. But this is still fine. This is still fine. We can still work with this. So that's the update I have for you. And all these other pairs really just went and left us. You can see Euro GBP left us, and USD CHF is way away from our sell level, showing indicating that we're very wrong about the price movement. And so this is our USD, and this one, with the look of things, I need my daily to go to, I just need my daily for now to close above this level, then I'll catch my buys because it looks cleaner that way. So that's it for now, and I'll update you guys at 10 because there's really not much I can talk about. Uh, Remember what I was telling you about this daily? I wanted to break outside, and it broke outside. And but if it engulfs this level, then the 4 hour time frame also goes bearish. Then it will be a very nice sell for next week. But as of I'll end here now. Yeah. See the ZAR USD at this weak pullback and price is rejecting this level. So we might now get a lower low next week, but my only interest is after price breaks above this zone. And my pair, you can see price is retesting back at this level. You see why I was telling you this pullback was just okay for me. And you can clearly see what price has done. We are retesting back at this level. And and this is very nice, and we'll just see how the market will close and we'll continue tomorrow. But for now, this is where we are. And uh in this NZD card, we didn't get the 4 hour higher lower high, and NZD AUD card we also didn't get the 4 hour higher low. So we hope this happens next week. But for now, it's a good night and happy weekend. And sorry, I'm 36 minutes late. I was I was having some fun, guys, but I'm back. Okay. See you next week.